healthier eyes in the future, this is for you. It's called Ultimate Eye Support. Always a very well-loved product. Now we also have the option with Astaxanthin, which is a newer formula within the past year to really get those extra benefits for your eyes. So we're gonna walk you through this beautiful option. We're gonna walk you through pricing. We're gonna talk to you about who might want it and why. And to do that, we need Andrew Lessman here, and he's joining us live via Skype. Andrew, welcome back in, and thank you for bringing us another fantastic Today Special. It's good to see you. Oh,
it's been an exhausting day. It's a great Today Special.
Yes.
And it's an opportunity to get the Ultimate Eye with Astaxanthin is a product that we always had to have two products to accomplish. It was only last year that we succeeded in including all of the ingredients into one single formula. That's because we went from a powder in a capsule to a soft gelatin capsule. So that's the reason why also in the past, the Astaxanthin would cost over $100 to add to Ultimate Eye. Today, in the large size, it only costs $40 and down from there. So in the next to large size, it's only $30. So it's incredibly affordable to add an extremely expensive ingredient, Astaxanthin. But I'll let you go through all the pricing and options. Suffice to say, over 80% of the orders today are the Ultimate Eye Support with Astaxanthin because of the minimal difference in price between them.
Not only that, the largest size too, which we always have the most savings on the largest size. So yes, I'll walk you through the offer and then we'll talk about all of the benefits. This is the classic Ultimate Eye Support, and you have options anywhere from 40 capsules all the way up to the 720 capsule. The first column here is what the usual HSN price would be. The middle column is what you get to pay today for this 24-hour sale that we do. And then the last column is your total savings. So you can see how the savings go up as the quantity increases. But to Andrew's point here, the most popular option, hands down, is with that extra addition of the Astaxanthin. And you can see here, for instance, the 720 capsule. If you were to purchase, what you would normally have to do, Andrew, is you would have to purchase Ultimate Eye Support and then separately purchase the Astaxanthin. And the total for that, if you're picking up the 720 capsule, about $460. So today, the savings is tremendous at $260. And I love this chart because it really breaks that down visually so that you can see essentially what you would normally spend about $300 for. You're already saving $100 today, and it's like you're getting that $160 value of the addition of the Astaxanthin at no extra cost. I think that's why so many people are jumping in today, Andrew, to pick this up. So the value is there. We know that. We expect that with your wonderful once-a-year Today Specials, but it really is the product. It's the star of the show here when we talk about our eye health. It's been interesting. I've been watching the presentations today, and it's fascinating to hear. It's not just about aging eyes and eye health, but nowadays, in the time we live in, we are just bombarded constantly by things like our screens and UV rays and blue light. So there's a lot of reason to take something like this into consideration, right?
Yeah, high energy blue light, high energy radiation is the most damaging radiation to our eyes. And we are constantly exposed to blue light. As I'm standing here in front of lights that are principally blue light, you know, in front of a computer monitor, in front of a TV screen, in front of our phones, unfortunately, we're bathing our eyes in blue light, and it's not a good bath. And unfortunately, high energy radiation is damaging to the tissues of our eyes. But lutein and zeaxanthin are the natural solution. That is how our body absorbs that blue light. It's interesting that the actual molecular structure of lutein in particular is such that it absorbs radiation at that frequency. Just as you could have certain kinds of sunglasses that will block or absorb light of certain frequency. Right. That is exactly how lutein works. And it's not a mistake. It's not an accident that it works that way, that it happens to be this incredibly effective absorber, blocker of blue light UV radiation. That's how it was designed. That's how our eye was designed. And in fact, the very name of the macular region of our retina, the macular region of our retina, that's the central and most critical part of our retina, that macular region of our retina, its proper name is macula lutea, which is Latin for yellow spot. The only reason why it's a yellow spot is because of the presence of lutein and zeaxanthin, the concentrated, as they call them, macular pigments. So as I try to emphasize with lutein and zeaxanthin, most folks think that lutein and zeaxanthin, these are incredible, they're important ingredients, incredibly important ingredients that work on your eyes. And in working on your eyes, they deliver some benefits. Your vision gets more clear. It'll protect your eyes over the long term. But they don't work on your eyes. They are actually what your eyes use to work. They are part of your eyes. As I said earlier, they're like the calcium in your bone. They're like the protein in your muscle. So these are absolutely essential ingredients to the very structure, function, our ability to see, period. And if we want to preserve our vision, then we want to eat a diet rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, which is unfortunately the exact opposite of the way we eat typically in America. So I've done my best to modify my diet to increase the amount of green leafy vegetables because of their abundance of lutein and zeaxanthin. But there's no shortage of research on both of these carotenoids, lutein, zeaxanthin, and then we add astaxanthin in terms of their ability to help us see better today, clarity of vision, how we deal with those differences, going from a bright area to a dark area, or a dark area to suddenly bright light, or the glare in your car first thing in the morning or at the end of the day. These are things that challenge anyone's vision, whether you're 20 years old or 80 years old. And certainly as we get older, the challenges become more difficult. Or night vision, simply driving at night can become difficult, even at an early age can become difficult. But again, lutein, zeaxanthin, the anthocyanins we provide in this product, it's not a single ingredient product. It's a very, very comprehensive product that I could show the entire list of ingredients you get here beyond lutein and zeaxanthin. But the most compelling part of this product, beyond the formula, is if you look at the reviews, and there are over 2,000 reviews on this product, and over 1,700 of them are 5-star reviews. So 85, 90% of the reviews are perfect. And if you just look at the very good reviews, you're about 95%. And that speaks volumes about the efficacy of what you could expect when you get this home.
I went down the rabbit hole of reading the reviews. I was because they're very compelling. It really is. And a lot of people talked about—
They're beautifully written.
Yes, and they talk about, they really take time to really be very precise and very specific. They talk about bringing them into their doctors and letting them look at the ingredients. And it's interesting because it's not just the ingredients, Andrew, that you use. It's the form of them. It's the potency. It's the purity. And I know that this is a product that over the course of 30+ years has evolved over and over again. And so now we're getting the latest version of that.
Like all of my products, they evolve. I drive people crazy in my company because if there's anything we could do to improve an ingredient, whether it's to have a more concentrated source of lutein or zeaxanthin, better isomers in our zeaxanthin with the mesozeaxanthin, our special natural form high concentrate of astaxanthin, and a lot of the astaxanthin out there is unfortunately synthetic. So when you look at all of these things and you look at a formula like this, if you're like me and you have an opportunity to make it better, you do. And I do it not just for everyone out there who takes it, but I take it too. And I read the research and the science on these ingredients is beyond compelling. Unfortunately, it's almost on TV, on the monitor I have in front of me here, that almost looks black.
Right.
But if you get it really very, very thin, it starts getting orange, and then even thinner, it starts becoming yellow. It's just that it's so concentrated, and that's why we were able to make this product so much more affordable. So we increased the potency, yet we lowered its price because the concentrates of those carotenoids are so much higher than when I originally introduced this product probably 35 years ago. So now we give you, in fact, my original product had no lutein, had no zeaxanthin. Then we graduated to lutein, eventually graduated to lutein and zeaxanthin, and now lutein, zeaxanthin, and if you choose astaxanthin as well. And at a lower price than when I introduced the product initially. So what's exciting about this product is that despite it having lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, and bilberry extract, and also black elder extract, these ingredients are among the most expensive ingredients. We use hundreds of ingredients in all my formulas. These ingredients are in the top 10. Zeaxanthin, lutein, astaxanthin are in the top 5. So they're very, very costly. But if you look at the cost of the formula at 720 capsules, I think it's $159 for the Ultimate Eye, and the Ultimate Eye $159. That means at 720 capsules, it's only a little more than 20 cents a capsule.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that's the Ultimate Eye with astaxanthin. It's $199. So if you do the math, $199, would be about 27 cents per capsule.
Wow.
This is the kind of product that I always would figure with lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, bilberry extract. It's a product that's going to have to be a 60, 70, 80 cent per capsule product. So to be able to offer a product like this with all of these very costly, high potency ingredients, and to deliver them in the fashion we do with no additives. And I have a little chart here that gives you a sense that it's even more than just lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. As we see, you get 12 milligrams or 12,000 micrograms, 6 milligrams or 6,000 micrograms of zeaxanthin. A lot of eye products either eliminate the zeaxanthin, or the zeaxanthin doesn't include the mesozeaxanthin as we do, or it's just much lower levels. Astaxanthin, we follow the research. We give you a full 4,000 micrograms, 4 milligrams. Those are all very expensive. Then, of course, we deliver our bilberry extract for anthocyanins. If you skip down a little, the black elder extract for more anthocyanins. That's all about night vision and also circulation to and from the eye. Also for moist eyes. Dry eyes are something that everybody seems to just naturally experience as we all get older. If you want something that's just wonderful for that, then you want the anthocyanins in this product. And if there's one thing, I don't know if you could do a word search on the reviews at HSN, but if you simply typed in dry next to the reviews, you'd probably find 200, 300, 400 reviews talking about dry eye.
Right. Probably
find 100 or 200 or 300 reviews talking about night vision. But again, citrus bioflavonoid complex, green tea extract, you're looking at those because those not only protect the tissues of your eyes, but also enhance healthy circulation to the eyes. Then the foundational vitamins A, C, and E, and the foundational minerals, zinc and copper. And then, of course, because this is in a soft gel, I used it as an opportunity to get some omega-3s in there. Some omega-3s, plant-based omega-3s from Ahiflower that include very unique stearidonic acid, which your body can use to make EPA. So it's, and then, of course, some phosphatidyl choline because it's the most important phospholipid in your eye. So it's quite a comprehensive formula. If you really want to give your eyes what, unfortunately, I mean, I do my best, and I know I don't give my eyes exactly what it needs from my diet alone, and I really do try my very best, especially when it comes to zeaxanthin. It's pretty much impossible. The same with astaxanthin, pretty much impossible. Yeah. So if you want an opportunity, and even if you just took, I was doing the math earlier today, because we typically in our diet get maybe 1 or 2 milligrams of these carotenoids a day. So even if you just took 1 or 2 capsules a week of this product, not 1 or 2 capsules a day, but even 1 or 2 capsules a week, of course I recommend taking 1 or 2 a day, but if you took 1 or 2 a week, you'd be multiplying your levels of lutein and zeaxanthin and substantially multiplying your levels of astaxanthin. So you could use this in whatever fashion fits within your budget, but it will make a significant difference because your eye, when you deliver these to your body, the research is absolutely unequivocal and crystal clear. You deliver macular pigments to your body will concentrate them in your eyes where they need them to protect those tissues and ensure your very best vision today.
And that's another one of the themes I see in the reviews and the feedback is having the better vision now, promoting better vision immediately, but then also supporting healthier protected eyes for the long term. That's why so many of us love this. And if you are just joining us, welcome in. This is, so one time a year, Andrew brings us this Today Special on the Ultimate Eye Support that is also contributing to why so many of you make sure that you jump in and pick the largest size because you know you want it to last until we get to the Today Special next year on this. But it also is the best value as well. So if you're joining, you'll notice there's 2 groups here. So we have the classic Ultimate Eye Support, but then we also have the option, this is new within the last year, of the Ultimate Eye Support now, also including for you the astaxanthin. So you get to make that choice if you need that extra boost and if you want a formula that's all in one without having to purchase it separately. And I'll explain to you what I mean here. We've got these great charts that really break it down for you. This is the classic Ultimate Eye Support. And typically on any given day, this is what you're used to seeing. This is our regular HSN pricing. We have 40, 120, 360, and this is the most popular size, the 720 capsules. You've got what it usually costs versus what it costs today as a Today Special. And then at the end, I love this column because it really plainly makes it easy to see how much you're saving by picking it up today. Now, you really get into the big savings when you start to look at the option with the astaxanthin already built into the formula. This far and away, I think we said about 80% of the orders are the 720 capsule with the addition of that astaxanthin. And if you're looking at this usual price, if you were to purchase them separately and you're thinking, how in the world does it break down to that? I'm gonna show you right here on this chart. And this is what Andrew and I have been talking about, because typically just the 720 cap of the Ultimate Eye Support on its own would be $299. The Today Special price for the 720 with astaxanthin today is already $100 less than this. But this is the really important part. This is what you would normally have to spend to be able to get the formula you're getting today, because you would have to purchase them separately. So for less than the cost of just the typical HSN price on the classic eye support, you're also receiving that $160 value worth of astaxanthin. So it is a really tremendous savings. We do have flex payments, we have free shipping. Andrew, it's pretty phenomenal. And I know I keep coming back to reviews, but I just feel like our customers too, they rely on that, seeing the feedback from people just like them who have tried this and seen immediate results as well. That's pretty rare to be able to see something like that.
I think a lot of us become a little bit immune to reviews, because there's that big website out there where so many of the reviews are just not real reviews. You can't review my products at HSN until you've purchased the product. In fact, you'd have to wait a week or two, because HSN won't let you review them until they feel you've had enough time with the product to place a fair review and give your real experience. So these reviews are authentic reviews. So when you see 90% of the folks here giving it, almost 90% giving it a perfect 5-star review, that's a very real testament of the unique nature of this product. Also, I think we get a little blasé with my reviews because all of my products are customer picks. But that's a result of some very hard work and the fact that I take your reviews very personally. So when I make a product that gets bad reviews, and I've done that, I just go back to work. It's no matter how important the product might be. If you don't love the product, then I have to get back to work and I need to make that product go away.
Sure.
My marine collagen is a perfect example. It started at about 2 stars and went back to work. And mathematically, it's very hard to make that product go from 2 stars up to probably 4.5 stars today. But that's my job. I manufacture these products. I don't rely on, most companies have a contract manufacturer just making everything for them. We design it, we make it, and it's a labor of love, but it's a difficult job to do a job that's going to make a product like this, something that when you get it home, when you use it, you're going to proudly show it to your doctor. Your doctor's going to tell you to keep using it. Your doctor's going to be thrilled, you'll be thrilled, and you'll want to post a great review. Yeah. That is a byproduct of just a lot of hard work at my company, our manufacturing team, our product development team, that there's a lot of hard work that goes into making a unique product like this. And I would say that transitioning our product, the fact that, and the best way to look at this, the Today Special price for the Ultimate Eye is $159.90. Normally it's close to $300. But for only $40 more, you're getting $160 of astaxanthin. How does that happen? In the past, it would be over $100 more. The reason why is we spent years figuring out how we could blend these products together so it becomes one manufacturing process, one capsule, fitting them all in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule, one single bottle, one cap, one label. And we did. It took years, but we did it, and that's the savings that we introduced last July. And at the time, I said we won't have a price like this again because it was such a really fun opportunity in the middle of our pandemic starting, that it was an opportunity to share something special. But it's the same exact price today. So for only $40 more, you're getting the astaxanthin in all of those 720 capsules. So that's a great opportunity. But I wanted to read some reviews quickly.
Okay, sure.
If I could.
Absolutely.
So, but, and these are reviews, we don't edit them. Like you'll see like a little bracket there, we put a word in if something might have been missing. Like all of Andrew's products, this is wonderful. And I take a lot of his products. This is a see the difference product, no pun intended. Just had an eye exam and I couldn't be happier. At my age, I was expecting a not so good report. It's like all of us, I think as we get older, we go to the dentist, we go to the eye doctor. Okay, what's the bad news we're getting today? We go to the cardiologist, whatever it might be. Aging is not for the faint of heart. So I was expecting a not so good report, but was so happy when the doctor told me my prescription has not changed much in the last 3 years.
Wow.
Wow. I told him the vitamins I was taking, and he told me, don't stop. They are working. My doctor approves of these vitamins. For the past 4 years, my eyes have been terribly dry. And again, as I said, hundreds of reviews talking about dry eye, which is a really common issue that is just part of the natural aging process. We're in heated spaces or air-conditioned spaces. There's pollen, there's mold, whatever there is. Our eyes are dry. And this is the easiest and simplest way to give your eyes the tool. And we'll talk about it later. Adding omega-3s to Ultimate Eye is the perfect way to give your body what it needs to naturally moisturize your eyes. But I go to the doctor every 3 months using artificial tears every day along with prescription eye drops. Long story short, I started using the Ultimate Eye Support vitamins 2 months ago. And all of a sudden, I noticed I was no longer using the artificial tears. My eyes didn't feel dry anymore. I went to the eye doctor last week and took my vitamins with me, which I recommend everyone do that with my products. Your products will have faith in you and faith in the products when he sees them or she sees them. They are truly unique, and they're designed with a lot of information so the doctors can appreciate everything. A lot of labels are not full disclosure. Mine are, so your doctors know exactly what they're getting. They could even call us, and if my customer service team can't help them, I'll speak to your doctor. But the doctor saw so much improvement that he doesn't want to see me for another year after going every 3 months for the past 3 years.
Oh my gosh.
My eyes still have some dryness, but my doctor was so impressed with how much better my eyes are. I showed him my vitamins, and he told me to continue to take them. Thanks, Andrew Lessman. So that's exciting. We'll do a couple more. You need to get this now. That's something I won't say, but it was written there. I was taking another eye support supplement for a long while and thought it was working. And a lot of us do. But I started taking Ultimate Eye Support approximately 4 months ago, and I was wrong. I noticed a difference with my floaters. Then you came along with the Maxima L plus C and Astaxanthin, and wow, even better. I can't wait to see my eye doctor now. Obviously, that review preceded our blending the Astaxanthin in with higher levels of Lutein and Zeaxanthin, because a year ago, we increased the levels of Lutein and Zeaxanthin in Ultimate Eye by more than 20%. And then we added the Astaxanthin. All of that less expensive than the regular Ultimate Eye was previously. So a great savings. I feel the difference. This is my second order of the Ultimate Eye Support. I first ordered them to try and loved the results, so I reordered. I can feel the difference in my eyes since I've been using these. They're not as dry, again, not as dry as before. Ultimate Eye Support, these are the best. I've had extremely dry eyes, and this is the only thing that works. No more drops from Elson, Pennsylvania. That's just random. I wasn't trying to grab reviews on dry eyes. I see a difference already. I see an improvement already. This is the other popular topic. Night driving isn't so bad, and my eyes seem to have better focus when working at the computer. It's from Reese in Ohio. I normally say reading small print in front of a computer, adjusting to long and far, adjusting to bright and dark, night vision. These are the things we read constantly, the dry eyes. I love, after LASIK surgery, and as I age, I want to take very good care of my eyes. I really notice a difference with Ultimate Eye Support in terms of improved night vision, focus, and sensitivity.
Wow.
As a visual arts specialist, best vision is something I need to support. Thanks, Andrew. That's from Nan in Nevada. And we'll do one more. Best Eye Supplement. I've taken this product for many years, and there's a great difference in my night vision. If I run out, I don't have the clarity as I do when taken regularly. I'm 76 years young, and I will continue to use Andrew's vitamins and herbs because they really work. No fillers or additives are a big plus, from Ginger in California. And frankly, myself as well, I love running trails and mountain biking, and I tend to do it either first thing in the morning or at the end of the day. Unfortunately, that's a time when the sun is very low in the sky. And if you're going down a trail very quickly on a mountain bike and the sun is right in your eyes, it's really blinding. And for me, what I've noticed is the ability of my eyes to manage the differences in dark and light. That's sort of accommodation of dark and light, let alone the accommodation of a long focus when you look down the trail and then you look at the trail right in front of you.
Yeah.
So whether it's driving, whether it's me mountain biking, whatever it might be, our eyes are challenged over the course of our lifetime. And most of us just grin and bear it. We tolerate the challenges, but we're not aware that there are ingredients that are part of our diet, or unfortunately not part of our diet, that can make those challenges a thing of the past.
Well, it's really unique to see too, Andrew, that it's in the reviews as well, two things stand out to me. Not only are people seeing a difference pretty quickly, I mean, some of those reviews said a couple of weeks, a month, 2 months, that they can see and feel a difference, but a tangible change also. And sometimes with vitamins and supplements, you know you're doing a good thing for your body, but you know what I mean? You can't always see it or feel it or have a doctor immediately be able to see and tell that difference. And I think that's really fascinating. And another one of the reasons that out of about 2,000 reviews, more than 1,700 of them are perfect 5 stars across the board. So really, take a look at more reviews if you're at all curious. Also, Andrew, one of the things that really sets you apart is you have these easy to swallow capsules. They don't upset your stomach. Look at this. They're not loaded with fillers and additives and binders. I mean, they're beautiful, actually.
In 1979, I made one small production run of tablets, 1979, and those were for me. I never made tablets again. Wow. They made me sick to my stomach, so we only make either small capsules with an ultrafine powder or a capsule like this that contains an oil, because lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin come in an oil form. So everything is in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule. It's outrageous that most vitamin companies, and as you can see, if you really spread it thin, you start seeing the yellow and orange. It's just such concentrated pigment that it almost looks black. It's so concentrated. The lutein, and that's zeaxanthin, and that's astaxanthin. But it's, as I was just saying before, it's somewhat outrageous that companies make products, and even if they have beneficial ingredients in them, they put them in a form, in a large tablet that's going to be difficult to swallow, that's going to upset your stomach, that might not even be fully disintegrated, dissolved, digested to deliver its nutrients, its benefits. So my goal always is to deliver exactly what you want and need, but the hard part then becomes doing it in a fashion that will be a pleasure to take. I want my reviews, I said this in the past, I want my reviews to read like love letters, not criticism and critique. I don't like that. It allows me to improve my formulas and I pay attention. But again, my goal always is to design my formulas not for me, but ultimately for you. And your feedback is what enables this product to be as good as it is. When we were at 10 milligrams of lutein and 4 milligrams of zeaxanthin, I got a lot of reviews saying, gosh, it would be wonderful if this could be 12 and 6. I got emails, I got letters, and we set out to make it 12 and 6, but in doing so, to lower the cost. And that took a few years, but that's what you're seeing here today. We introduced that last July. And so if you get our Ultimate Eye Support, which is our most comprehensive, our best eye formula, we have this special version, 720 capsules once a year with astaxanthin. And the astaxanthin, to get another 720 capsules with astaxanthin in every single capsule, even if there were just traces of it for only $40, that would be amazing. It's over $150 in astaxanthin. So a great opportunity. And as I said before, the American diet is so deficient in lutein and zeaxanthin. The average person gets maybe 1 or 2 milligrams a day of lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. So basically, if you took 1 or 2 capsules a week, you're still multiplying your weekly levels of lutein and zeaxanthin. If you take 1 capsule a day, it's a brilliant addition to your diet that's going to go directly to where you need it. It will be concentrated in the macular region, in the retina of your eye, also concentrated in your brain. I have a fun chart that I'll show you in a moment about lutein, zeaxanthin, and the brain, which, by the way, lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin, the only 3 carotenoids that pass through the blood-brain barrier to be highly concentrated in the tissues of the brain. And as we see from the research, for good reason, because they deliver benefits to the brain.
Yeah, so we will take a deeper dive into that as well. If you're just joining us, I want to walk you through the offers. Nearly 23,000 of you now have made an order today because, to Andrew's point, one time a year, he basically every few months rotates through his top sellers, his most important formulas, and brings them to you at amazing 24-hour specials for our today's special. So today you have 2 different options. This is the classic Ultimate Eye Support option. And you can see we've got everything from 40 capsules all the way to the 720 capsule. Across the board, the larger sizes tend to be the best sellers, especially on a Today Special day, because you can see the savings jump significantly as you go higher up in quantity. The second option, which has been 80% of our orders today, is picking up that newer formula just within the last year that now also includes the astaxanthin. And you'll see the 720 capsule. This is the one most of you are picking up because the savings at $260. It is such an opportunity to be able to get this with that addition of the astaxanthin. And this chart is my favorite because it really explains the significance of that. If you're looking at just the classic Ultimate Eye Support on any other time at 720 capsules, you're looking at a price of $299. Now, you add in the addition of the astaxanthin, and this is what Andrew meant when he said it's about $160 if you were to purchase it separately, which up until last year is what most of you, if you wanted it, this is what you had to do, was purchase it separately. Well, today, the combined formula, which is about a $460 value, is $199.90. This is why so many of you are picking it up in the larger size. The savings is about $260, and to be able to get that home, to use FlexPay if you want to have that free shipping and handling, and to still have that money-back guarantee if you need it. I mean, this is why so many of you are jumping in and making that investment in your health. You're sharing it with a spouse. But I think, Andrew, it's having those immediate results and the long-term benefits that so many of us see the benefit in this. And it's all about the ingredients, the forms that you use, and the potency and purity that you use as well. And you had mentioned a chart that you would love for us to see.
I'll show that in a second. But it's sometimes I hate to be the kind of the, what is it, don't shoot the messenger, the bearer of bad tidings, because, you know, aging is not fun. And I'll be the first person to tell you that. I'm not as young as I used to be. I guess, what am I in my 7th decade, which is just crazy to even contemplate. But as we age, things will change. Without a doubt, your ability to accommodate visual changes in focal length, that changes. Without a doubt, our ability to tolerate night vision, to have effective night vision, that changes, and our ability to drive might be affected as well. Our ability to tolerate glare, our ability to go from a bright environment to a dark environment, or vice versa, they all change. It's a fact of life, it's a fact of living. Our body has systems to deal with that and make those changes more graceful, or something that might not even be apparent. But unfortunately, the systems that protect us are systems that we don't take advantage of. Because in order to take advantage of those systems, we need to deliver an abundance of lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. These are the carotenoids that are present in the green leafy vegetables, not iceberg lettuce, but in spinach and kale and in mustard greens and collard greens. Kind of give Muriel the job. Figure out how to make these things taste good, and I'll eat them. And what she does with kale, she just chops it into like mini kale. And it's really good when she does that. Then she puts like pomegranate seeds in it. And she even like chops up some egg white instead of cheese. So I'm salivating, I'm hungry. So there's all sorts of things we can do, and I try to do, despite taking this product. This product isn't for a license for me to eat badly. This product is a reminder to me of the power, the infinite power of these ingredients if our body gets them delivered. But that chart that you're just referring to, this is a fun little chart. So on the left side of that chart are 2 bars, yellow and kind of pinkish. And those are the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in elderly, between 80 and 100 years of age, elderly people with good cognitive function, good mental function, good brain function. As you could see, really high levels of lutein and really high levels of zeaxanthin. And if you look to the right, those just happen to be the levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in the people who had mild cognitive impairment. Wow. So as you could see, and there's study after study after study after study that have shown a direct relationship to lutein and zeaxanthin levels in the brain and a better aging brain, the retention of those faculties that were so important, our cognitive abilities, our memory, our concentration, our attention capabilities, that as we get older, these are the things we tend to struggle with. And lutein and zeaxanthin, again, you deliver them to your eyes for better vision. I don't have to warn you about side effects with any of my products. I leave the side effects to the drug companies. But what I get to explain to you are all the additional side benefits, even, of course, lutein, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin. They absorb high-energy radiation. Also, their presence in the skin can help to absorb high-energy radiation that the skin is exposed to. So there's just more and more benefits the more you sort of peel back the layers of the onion. And then there's another chart here that reinforces what a science geek or science nerd that I am. And because what I love about this chart, those are the 4 carotenoids, lutein and the 2 forms of zeaxanthin, zeaxanthin and mesozeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. As you could see, they're the exact same length, the exact same number of carbon units. So you don't even have to understand what those truly represent. The length is the same, and at each end, you see they each have this sort of octagonal or hexagonal ring structure. And that hexagonal ring structure in all of these is symmetrical, different in each one from the other, but in each one they're the same. So when you look at that, the length of that molecule is the thickness of the cell membranes. So all of these have the unique ability to straddle cell membranes, delivering their protection to the cells, to the retinal cells, to the cells in the macular region. So when you really break it down, and I think it was Einstein who might have said this, that the more he became learned or knowledgeable about science, the more he had wonder for the world that God created. That when you really break things down and you see how incredibly well all these things work, especially when we give our body a chance to do that work on our behalf. I mean, when you see those molecules, I think it's exciting. And to think that the green leafy vegetables that support the health of the macular region of our eyes and protect it over the course of our lifetime deliver these special molecules that are the exact same length as the thickness of the membranes they have to protect. To me, that's just a miraculous design. But it's only miraculous if we deliver those tools to our body.
Right, and to do it in a simplified way, because I mean, you were even speaking to your diet. Let's say you were trying to get even just something close to enough of the amounts of the nutrients you would need that you're getting equivalent here, which you probably could not do, but the sheer volume of those leafy greens and the different vegetables that you would need. In reality, it's gonna be a lot easier for the rest of us to be able to simply take a small little gel capsule here. It's really simple to do. Andrew is known for bringing you also formulas that never upset your stomach. They're easy to swallow. And today, it's the best value that you're going to get the entire year. That's why it's such a big day for us today. As a Today Special, you can see over 23,000 of you now getting your orders in on this. You do have 2 choices that you can make. You can go with the classic Ultimate Eye Support, or you can choose with the addition of that astaxanthin, which, as Andrew has said, this is the formula that has evolved to a higher potency, more ingredients, yet somehow less expensive, Andrew, than when you originally brought it to us. So you pair that with it being a Today's Special, and it's like now or never for most of us to be able to stock up for the year at this value.
As I was mentioning earlier, the Today's Specials, because we are the manufacturer of this for you, and this product didn't exist, this production run didn't exist 6 weeks ago. So every time there's a Today Special, it's an opportunity for us to bring in a large quantity of materials to then go through all the qualitative steps, all the assays and all the testing and all of the production and do it efficiently. And it's that efficiency, because these Today Specials have continued to get larger and larger because of the reorders, that the price, it enables me to just lower the price. It enables me to buy raw materials better, to bring in the best materials in the world at an even better price. And I had one more chart here. Just because you had mentioned this a second ago, and I just think it's a great point that lutein, if you have a great diet, lutein is fairly obtainable. If every day you had 2/3 of a cup of green peas or 2/3 of a cup of collard greens or cooked spinach, 3/4 of a cup, or raw spinach, 1 3/4 cup, now it's getting more serious. Lutein is hard to get, but for someone who's a good vegan or vegetarian, you could do that. Zeaxanthin, on the other hand, virtually impossible.
Oh my goodness.
Cooked corn, 7 cups. Cooked collard greens, 18 cups. Cooked spinach, 19 cups. Orange juice, 30 cups. Plus, we make sure the lutein and the zeaxanthin in this product is highly bioavailable, meaning highly absorbable. You don't have to take my products with food to protect yourself from an upset stomach, but it's a good idea to always take it with a little bit of food, because that's what stimulates your digestive tract to be the most efficient in absorbing all the goodness the product, all the nutrients the product contains. So it's really all about ensuring that your digestive system is primed for what it's going to receive. And that means delivering a little bit of macronutrients. Macronutrients meaning the fat, the protein, the carbohydrate that would be typical of a little snack or a little meal. It could be as simple as a handful of almonds or something like that, a little bit of fruit, whatever it might be, and that's sufficient to ensure that you're going to get good absorption.
Great advice there. And as we wrap up this presentation of the Today Special, I'll just remind everyone at home of your options today when you're ordering. If you want the Ultimate Eye Support, that classic formula, we are offering it everywhere from 40 capsules on upward to 720 capsules. You can see in this last row your savings and how significantly it jumps as you get into the higher quantity. So it is more value for your dollar if you're looking for the best savings. And finally, here is the option with the Astaxanthin. Most popular on the day is the 720 capsule with the Astaxanthin. And keep in mind, the equivalent amount of Astaxanthin that you're getting in the 720 cap is a $160 value. Pretty phenomenal, but look at our price. And comparatively speaking, for the ingredients that you're getting, that is why this has been the most popular option. So you can order online, you can give us a call, or you can use our free app. And we have more this hour that we want to share with you guys. Another one that we specifically know is very important is omega-3s. And we only have a little 2-minute special on this, Andrew, but your